I would like to go ahead and address posture and balance with the flute. That a lot of times, a lot of your beginners are going to actually they're going to have a little problem. So it's always best for them to actually know the proper way of posture. You want to make sure that both of your feet are planted flat on the ground, just like this. Not like this, not like this, not like that, or not like that. Feet flat on the floor. Probably have a little spread apart if you want to. Now, what you must realize is that a lot of times your band directors are going to say, okay, everyone sit up straight, chair, everyone at least sit up this straight right here, or to the edge, on the edge of your chair. Well, that's nothing that should be addressed for a lot of flute beginners. Basically, as a flute beginner, what they really need to know is they need to know that your backs have to be straight. Yes, it has to be straight, but it can't be arched like that. It can't be to the fact where your backs are like this or just like that. It's pretty uncomfortable. That's not the right way to do it. The best proper way to do so is just relax. Feet flat on the floor, firmly like that, as you can see how I am. Now, what you want to make sure is you got to know that your hips have to roll up though. Roll up, just like that, because that's actually where the joints line up, and that's where you actually bend. So it's always best to make sure they don't roll. Now, for young beginners, I will say the best recommendation is to actually turn your chair at least 45 degrees. Have them sit at an angle like this, just like so. Simple. The same rule applies even though your chair is facing slightly towards this way. A reason why you want to have your chairs facing slightly towards an angle is because when you're sitting around in your band chair in the band room, and it's going to look really uncomfortable, and you're going to see a lot of clashes between students and people next to you, and it's not going to create much space for you to have your flute out, and then all of a sudden you're actually playing in someone's ear, and you're just all up in their space because you need to pretend like there's someone right here when there's really not. So what you want to do is you want to play outward like that, so they don't have to hit one another. First thing to do is to hold your flute as if it was a clarinet, as you can see, clarinet. Now, as a student, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to bring the clarinet to your face, making sure everything is in line and in proper face. Your head must be straight. Just like that. Now, one thing you have to realize is you are allowed to go lower, at least 30 degrees. You're allowed to go to the side. But don't ever bring your head. Always make sure your head's always straight. See? Straight. Bring it lower. But don't bring your head. Let's practice that one more time. Alright, so everyone grab your flute. Hold like a clarinet. Bring it slowly to your face. Just like so. Let's try that one more time. Clarinet position. Slowly to your face. Just like that. So you always want to make sure when you have the proper position and balance of both your posture and while playing the flute, you have to make sure everything is very relaxed. Your shoulders need to be relaxed. feet flat on the ground. Make sure your back is relaxed. Your hips have to be in balance. That's when we go over the hips. And always make sure that your back isn't arched but straight in the spine. And always remember, do not sit on the edge of your chair, nor do you have